Hey guys, this is Dudical here with ManUpMate. I'm just doing a new video here since we've had a lot of changes in our clan and kind of trying to get things back on track. So this is just a chance to introduce everyone to the clan, talk about a few kind of basic ground rules and how we war, and hopefully get out there and have some fun. So first of all, I would like to kind of make a quick welcome to all of the new guys who joined us from Cliff's clan, and there's quite a few of them. So we've got Cookie D here, we got Jeff, we've got Bruiser, we have got Griffin, Yoff, Chiharu, Justin, I believe, came from Cliff's clan as well. And I think that's it. So these are a group of guys that I work with, some of them at least, in the IT department. And basically I asked the group to come over and join our clan, assuring them they would have a warm welcome to a clan that likes to war and takes good care of each other. So please let's do our best to make everyone welcome. What else? In terms of a little bit of the history of ManUpMate, I just want to share this here. If you look back at our war log, you can kind of see we always build ourselves as a bit of a war clan, and that's really kind of what we had focused on. Looking back here, 140 days, that's a little over 3 months. We were on a pretty solid winning streak, and it goes back further than this off of the page. And we had done this with a strategy that we had developed in terms of how we would fight wars, and we got up to some pretty big, 25 on 25 wars, and we're doing really well with that. At that point, a lot of the people graduated from Town Hall 8 to Town Hall 9, had some difficulty with the transition there because really the strategies used for 3-starring at Town Hall 9, a really different way of approaching things, and we'll talk about that a bit here. But after that, we had a little bit of difficulty winning wars. People started getting frustrated, a few people left, and our group kind of shrunk. Started getting a few more reds and pinks in here, and then it started getting really ugly about 2 months ago. So anyway, clan kind of shrunk down till we're doing lots of just 10v10 wars, and that's when I invited the guys from Cliff's clan over to help us to start to win again. At any rate, that's kind of where we're at these days. So we do have a strategy that a lot of the old-time guys know works really, really well. We've gone through a lot of frustration in terms of winning wars, and so some people are a little, I don't want to say irritable, but maybe a little short when the group isn't attacking in a way that works. But my hope here is that we get a chance to kind of work together to develop this and get everyone up to speed and start winning again, all the while taking good care of each other and enjoying ourselves. Otherwise, everything that follows is all stuff that is subject to change. I'm going to take a look at our last war here and talk about the general strategy that we use. And going forward for now, what we're talking about is doing a war on Thursdays. That's going to be a big war, goes over Friday night and Saturday night US time, just so that everyone gets a chance to finish up their attacks at the beginning of the weekend. And then a second attack, right now we're doing Tuesdays, but we'll probably move that to Mondays, so we've got a little bit of space between those. That's just for people who aren't upgrading. Ideally, if you can, try to get all your upgrades done before that Thursday night fight so that we can have as many people in the war as possible. What else? If we look back at our last war, I'm going to use this to just kind of illustrate the strategy that we talk about using here at ManUpMate, and what we used that we would that would allow us to win most of our wars. So here we've got a 20 versus 20 clan, or a 20 versus 20 war. And what we would do is we would divide the team up into 2 groups. So our base number 11, which would be Huntmen, all the way down through our base number 20, so the bottom half would attack in the first 12 hours of war. And everyone's goal during these attacks is to clean up as much as possible the low end. So what we're doing here is we're aiming to get 3 stars. To win these wars, you have to get 3 stars on at least the bottom half to bottom 2/3 of bases. You have to get 2 stars on almost everyone above that. So the goal is our first attacks, we want to get 3 stars wherever we can get them. So if you're the number 20, attack their number 20. If you're the number 11 or 12, you want to take a look and see who you can 3-star. If you can 3-star their 16, you can't 3-star their 15, then just go for 16. If you can 3-star their 11, go for their 11. But attack the strongest one that you are almost positive, say 95% sure that you're going to be able to get a 3-star on. That way we're not wasting attacks. If you attack, say you're our number 12, you attack their number 11, you get 1 star, someone else is going to have to attack that again, so it's in a sense a wasted attack. You get a little bit of benefit in terms of practice, a little bit of benefit in terms of scouting, but we really need to get 3 stars on all those low bases. So in those cases, please attack where you're going to get a 3-star early on. We'll talk a lot more later about what strategies will help you get 3 stars, but at least in terms of who you choose, start out with people you're going to get 3 stars on. If that means attacking a little bit lower now, that's fine. So generally after the first 12 hours, we try to move on to Team 2, and that's the top half of our people. So in this case, that would be Dudical, Eric, Budsky, moving all the way up here to Uncle. And we try and save those higher level attacks for later in the war, because at that point we know who we need to clean up. If you have to go a little lower to get those 3 stars, you do that. If you're able to attack up high and really focus on their higher bases to get some stars, then we have that option. If the top people attack early in the war, then there are a lot fewer choices of who they're able to attack. So we all understand everyone has lives. You can't necessarily attack during that time frame, but as much as possible, we like to have the bottom 10 attacking in the first 12 hours, the top 10 attacking in the last 12 hours, in the case of a 20 versus 20 war at least. So if you're not able to do that, just send a shout out to the clan, say, I'll be able to attack, my first attack in the first 12 hours, my second attack I won't be able to get till later. If you can, leave base number 13 for me. If not, that's fine. So that's the basic strategy there in terms of choosing who attacks which base. If you know you're going to attack someone specific, shout it out. If you can, send a clan message so that everyone can see that, or have someone else send a clan message for you, and try to respect that as much as possible. We don't get into too much base calling, but as much as you can, try to respect people's calls when they do that. What else? Before you attack, it's a great idea to chat with people about your plan. This is something that some of us really enjoy doing, looking at the base with someone else, talking about, I'm going to drop my heroes here to take out their queen, then I'm going to start my hog attack from the north after I do the CC kill. So having those discussions, I think, helps all of us. We all learn from it. It can be a lot of fun. The other thing I'll say is, if after your attack, if anyone criticizes it, makes other suggestions, tells other people what to do the next time, please don't take it personally. It's just that we're all trying to get better at attacking, and so making those suggestions. And the other hand is whoever is making those suggestions, try not to be a jerk about it. Try and be constructive and help us all learn. What else? During war, as far as war requests, when you make a request for the troops you're going to use during a war, go ahead and write, "This is for war, give this only." You can say, "I only want max P.E.K.K.A.s for war." Outside of war, if you're making attacks that are just for farming or for loot raiding, you may not get exactly what you ask for all the time, and just accept that. If people don't have P.E.K.K.A.s trained and you want P.E.K.K.A.s for your farming attacks, just say P.E.K.K.A.s preferred. Or if you don't want anyone to give you anything else, say P.E.K.K.A.s only, farming, and then if someone has the opportunity to train them for you, they will. If they don't have the opportunity to train them, then just accept that your clan castle may sit empty for a while. But otherwise, during war, we try to absolutely 100% honor everyone's requests. Only donate max troops for war. We have the ability to donate max troops of everything. At least some of us do. So please don't donate lower level troops, even if you think you're helping out. We're going to dump them and ask for higher level troops anyway. Otherwise, as far as clan castle donations to defend your base during war, right now, really the best things are dragons, lava hounds, and sometimes P.E.K.K.A.s, although those are less effective if someone attacks using an air attack. The P.E.K.K.A.s really can't fight back, so think about high hit point troops, because those poison spells really mess things up. Alright, otherwise, I think I'm going to end this video right here, and I'm going to come back and make another short video with just a few of our 3-star attacks from the last war. This is something that I really enjoy doing. Just to kind of break down the attacks, what went well, what didn't well, as far as thoughts for next time. I'm certainly not the world's greatest expert, but at least I think it's something that's fun to do, and I think we all learn from it as well. Alright. Oh yes, and our team motto is 3 stars win wars, egos lose wars. The basic idea, go for those 3 stars bases. You can get 3 stars. Don't let your ego or your desire to get more loot make you hit a really high base and potentially make us all lose out on the chance of winning the war.